Your Excellencies, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, fine music lovers, dear friends. Allow me, first of all, to thank all those present in this hall for your kind participation in tonight's event. I also want to express my sincere gratitude to our host and my good friend, Mr. Murad Husseinov, the director of this beautiful and iconic International Mughal Center. I also would like to thank the Ministry of Culture of the Kingdom of Morocco for its valuable support. I believe that it wouldn't have been possible to hold this recital without their active participation. Ladies and gentlemen, as most of you already know, these last 2 weeks, the embassies of Francophonie or Francophone countries have made lots of efforts in order to present the best possible cultural events to our Azerbaijani friends. Many of the ambassadors of these countries are here with us this evening, and I think they do deserve a big round of applause. Dear friends, tonight I guarantee you that we will enjoy great music. Not because I know the music that will be played, but because I know the artist. I met Marwan bin Abdullah over 12 years ago in Washington, D.C. We met again in Paris about 4 years ago. Wherever he goes, he leaves an unforgettable impression. The New York Times praised his resourceful pianism, lyrical instincts, and thoughtfulness. The French newspaper Nice Matin underlined his stunning natural virtuosity. And the US newspaper Cleveland Plain Dealer talked about his delicate stylishness. Marwan bin Abdullah performed in numerous prestigious halls, including the Carnegie's Zenkel Hall, the Kennedy Center, the Aspen Music Festival, Teatro Colón with the Buenos Aires Philharmonic Orchestra, the Castleton Festival Orchestra, and the Gstaad Music Festival, and many more. Before that, Marwan studied at the Bela Bartok Conservatory, and he received his diploma from the prestigious Franz Liszt Academy in Hungary. He has won several prizes, including the Medal of the Hungarian Parliament. Dear friends, tonight's performance is the outcome of years of research and hard work from Marwan bin Abdullah. It is indeed an interesting project where he brought together more than 80 classical composers from different Arab countries, as well as Turkey and Iran, and also some Western composers influenced by music from North Africa and the Middle East. The challenge was even greater, as many of these works were written but have never been recorded in the first place. Marwan will talk to us more about this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Marwan bin Abdullah.
In this program tonight, it is my pleasure to play in Baku, in Azerbaijan, for the very first time. I just said on TV that Azerbaijan had a very good PR campaign abroad. We could see posters about Azerbaijan, but we didn't get free tickets to come here. So I was hoping one day I'll come and it happened this time. So I'm very grateful to Ambassador, to the people who are involved in organizing this concert. So there was already too much talk, and I have to say a few words also. So be patient, please. Arabesque, as Mr. Ambassador must have said, I just heard few words from behind, but was launched 5 years ago, and today I have discovered almost 100 composers, to be precise 99, and beyond the uniqueness of the repertoire, the music, it is a humanist project where we discover different paths of composers. Most of these composers had to emigrate to Western countries, some to Russia, some to European countries, to the US, Canada, to study further music, composing. And in these troubled times of migration crisis, which is one of the main topics on TVs after terrorism or before terrorism, I don't know, it is very important to build bridges, bonds between people, so they can know what's behind, not only what we see in TV. So, let's start. Salvador Arnita, a Palestinian composer, was born in 1914 in Jerusalem. He started playing the organ, and at the age of 18 he received a scholarship to study in Italy at the Accademia Santa Cecilia in Rome with Alfredo Casella, who was one of the greatest Italian composers of the 20th century. He after that went to London and then back to Jerusalem, where he became head of the Jerusalem Radio Symphony Orchestra and artistic director at YMCA. And in '48, when troubles started or culminated, he had to move to Beirut. At that time, Beirut, the capital city of Lebanon, was kind of a cultural mecca of the region. Artists, painters, poets, writers went to Beirut to meet others, to get inspired by others. So he settled in Beirut. He became music director at the American University of Beirut until 1984, when he died. He composed many pieces for piano, for orchestra, which is strange. He was quite famous when he was alive. He played with some of the most famous, most prestigious orchestras in the world. Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, Boston Symphony Orchestra, London Symphony Orchestra, Rome Symphony, and many others. And today, no one knows him. And you will see many of these composers are mostly unknown. So it is one of the goals of this project to bring them back to the stage. So I'm going to play a rather simple piece, but it's a good introduction. It's introduction and Oriental dance. Algeria in the middle of the desert in 1975. And it is only at the age of 18 that he discovered his talent, or someone discovered his talent for music. Usually in Western classical music, we start at a very early age, around 6, 7, because piano and other instruments need a lot of training. Muscles need a lot of rehearsing, repeating these movements. So he started rather late, but and he was already engaged on the medical path. He wanted to become a doctor. So his father said, you finish first medical studies and then you do whatever you want. So he did that, and then he moved to music. He played the guitar and then went to Italy, where he studied composing, conducting. Then he went to the Sorbonne, and today he is between Algeria and France. He composed several pieces for piano, for chamber music, for orchestra. And among them, this very nice dance of Zaidan. played it as an encore in a major concert hall, and I dedicated to a woman who was in the concert hall. Married woman, her husband was there, her son was there, and when I announced the piece and I said, well, I'd like to dedicate this piece to someone very special, there was the girl sitting next to her son. She said, oh, this girl is so lucky. And he told her, it's my mom. Okay, so